Hey, how's it going, everybody? How the heck are you? We coming through okay? Everybody hear me all right? Hopefully so. Having some technological difficulties this morning, but that's what happens when you're a red mage, not a techno mage. Go ahead and greet chat here. First in was Shadow DX64. Thanks for being here today, my friend. How are you? This is not Ultima, as you can see. Ultima was one of our choices, but I opted for something that I haven't played for about 15 years, and that is Soul Blazer. Soul Blazer. What's up, Smash? How's it going? It's been all right. I hope it has been a good day for you as well. And JC here as well. This is not Uncharted, and it's not New Horizons either. Long story short is I dropped Uncharted faster than something that's very hot, which pains your fingers much while you're cooking. That's how fast I dropped it. Now, after 8 streams, got incredibly frustrated and unfarted and decided to finish Uncharted off stream. I was actually playing it earlier today, and it's great to play off stream. It's a very difficult game to stream, though. So that explains what happened to Uncharted. I'll be finishing that off stream. Eventually, we'll get to New Horizons, which I hear from good confidence is much better. This is not Ultima. This is not Uncharted. Hey, wait, this isn't Mr. Pants! Exclamation mark. It's not, but it can be. A character has pants. How's it going, Cinco? You're really disappointed not to see Nathan Drake? I mean, he could have been any of the under-designed white guys in Uncharted Waters. I was like, what is Nathan Drake's distinguishing features? Like, he wears a backpack? It might be one of the least whelming designs in all of video gamedom. That's just my opinion, though. Obviously, you don't have to get all... Nobody get crazy about that statement, please. I'm begging you. All right. We are going to have to backtrack to here eventually once we get a new sword. For those of you that don't know what Soul Blazer is, this is a great action RPG / city builder, kind of, from Quintet, the makers of Illusion of Gaia, Terranigma, Grand Stream Saga, all that jazz. So, oi, Siren Song, how are you? Running errands, so I won't be able to chat. It's going well. We're just getting started. Thanks for being here while you're running errands. I hope I can keep you company. Actually like him. They're fun games. No, yeah, and I'm not saying they're fun games, but like seriously though, like what is Nathan Drake's what is one standout feature from his design? He has a strong jaw. I know people call Super Mario an everyman. At least Mario you could kind of turn to an icon with his hat or his colors. But Nathan Drake may be the most milquetoast design in video games for a main character. Except for Joel. I feel like that one's even worse. His thing is he picks up a brick and wears plaid. He's very nondescript. And again, nothing against his acting. But that's about the boring. I'm so glad we're kind of heading out of all these controversial statements right at the start of the stream. I'm so glad we're kind of heading out of what seemed like the dark ages of the 2010s, where like that was your main character for so many games. It was just like a boring milquetoast guy who could be your dad, maybe, or your dad's younger brother. Soul Blazer is awesome. You knew I'd drop it? It's the Koei curse is what we're calling it, actually. I'll bet Nathan Drake looks like about 90% of the people here today. Probably. Just, I mean, we're regular folk. Regular folk. I don't have an eye scar. I don't wear a red hat with an M on it. I wish I did. I should start doing that. Everything is a lie. I'm not actually a red mage. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this world map. Why does this remind me of Might and Magic so much? Like, I saw a Might and Magic from Mike Winterbauer, I think it was, the artist. That looked pretty sweet. Might and Magic map. I don't know. You're much more dapper and dashing? And maybe, like, if you wear glasses, that's already, like, a huge step above Joel and Nathan Drake in terms of distinguishing, like, design features. Oh, facetious? This is my favorite kind of face, is facetiousness. It's great. I enjoy facetiousness so much that I like it when people aren't able to tell if I'm being facetious or not. A big old area here. I'm guessing we can't get to that treasure chest back there until we start filling it out with some peoples. But there is a little tree house here. They're probably making cookies. Oh, no, that's where I walked out of. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, you did finally just get some glasses. I enjoy wearing glasses. They are my most prominent character design feature. That and ruggedly handsome, obviously. Okay. When you're done with RPGs, you can be Gemfire on stream. An easy Koei game. I will be perfectly honest. I will not be in a rush to play Koei after this series at all. But I have wanted to play Gemfire for a long time. But yeah, I've still got Uncharted Waters to beat, and then I've got to take care of New Horizons, and Nindo's in the bag. I think that's it for Koei. Fingers crossed. Red released a bird. And there he is, a little pink bird. A bit of mild astigmatism. Oh, that's what I got too. God bless you. Like I said, I didn't really spend a lot of time on screens. Yeah, and you know what, too? They make those where they've got the blue screen filter. And that's a nice feature, I gotta tell you. Did you get those glasses that change color in the sunlight? I did. I chose not to. It sounds like something I wouldn't be able to get used to. Oi! These guys right here. I forgot. I actually have a broken R button on here. It only works sometimes. Okay, we got to take care of these little mud bombs. Whatever they are. So let them waltz into the... There we go. Alright. Trapski, how's it going? Welcome. Gemfire is a different story. It's still Koei, right? Like, I think you can understand what I'm saying here. Like, I'm not in a huge rush to play Koei. Would love to play Gemfire someday, but I guarantee it will not be the first thing I'll want to play after finishing all these Super Nintendo RPGs. This ugly plant thing. It's weird because, like, I want to like Koei so much. Like, seems like the sort of thing I would enjoy. I love strategy games generally. I love RTS. I love tactical games, but they've been well, the Koei curse speaks for itself. Got the transitions? Oh, they barely darken. Well, there you go. Prescription shades solves most of the problem. Whoa. Whoa. I got all kinds of monsters up here. It's looking weird today. It's not looking as good as it was yesterday. The screen, I mean. I feel like yesterday it looked, as the kids say, on fleek. Today it's something's a little off. But this was what I was fussing with before the stream started. Was just trying to get the bands to be as unprominent as possible. Right now the banding is perfect. Like, this is about as good as you can get eliminating the banding on the CRT screen. Like, it was dark. I was like, that's unwatchable. I wouldn't put anybody through that. Come on now, my little lizard pet. There we go. This happens to me a lot with CRPGs. Appeal me in principle, but in practice, don't enjoy. Yeah, those, like, I like CRPGs not as much as JRPGs, but I definitely gotta space them out. So here's a question. I was speaking with one of my friends on Twitter, actually a fellow Red Mage X, about CRPGs. And here's the question now. How do you use CRPGs? I use it as essentially a synonym for Western RPGs. Because WRPGs kind of looks a little awkward, and then it doesn't seem to have much of a historical basis either. But his perspective was that CRPGs was only for a type of Western RPG, that is the Baldur's Gate style, you know, the angled perspective, that sort of thing. Whereas I'd seen You know, games like Dungeon Master, Eye of the Beholder, things like that, been called CRPG. One of my favorite sources for that is CRPG Addict, who has got the CRPG book. Oh, I'm toast here almost. There we go. I gotta remember to use that more often. And it wasn't a big argument or anything like that, but it is interesting to me to note, in my view, just how useless the term CRPG is. Like, if it means computer RPG and then you port it to a console, well, what the... now, you know, it feels like back then they needed that to differentiate from tabletop RPGs, but now we call those TTRPGs. So the tables have turned. A small voice is coming from the hole.
Oh, I'm starving. If someone could bring me something to eat, I'll exchange this powerful sword with them. Oh, bother. Empty again. Only the sticky parts left.
If it's CRPG, then it comes a console RPG, which begs the question, why have the distinction at all, right? Because if it's you know, console RPG and computer RPG, that covers pretty much everything. I guess unless it's on mobile. So I don't know. It's weird. Doesn't bother me if someone prefers CRPG to WRPG. Yeah, I'm wondering at what point the term becomes so useless as to be obsolete. To me, it rapidly seems like we're heading in that direction, and that's how language works. I mean, it evolves over time, so that's fine. But if the term doesn't actually describe something specific anymore, then I'm wondering why we still need it. So that's the line of thinking there. Like, I feel like JRPG has adapted to mean Japanese in origin or Japanese in style, whereas CRPG is kind of still stuck in this weird zone of, well, it's like if it was on a computer. And I mean, yeah, consoles have computers in them, so there's that. But you see what I'm saying? Does this make sense to anybody? This is just how my taxonomical brain works. I need to have some functionality to the terminology. Oh. This is really hard to play while discussing taxonomy in video games, by the way. Come on, get him. Oh, he just doesn't want to... There we go. Attaboy. Well, I probably should be looking at the actual screen. Whoa! Is that a water bear? Citizen of Zozo. How's it going? So blazy. It is. It's good. Okay, let me scroll up here. What did I miss? You use CRPG interchangeably with WRPG? Yeah, me too. WRPG also takes longer to say. So, I mean, CRPG has that usage if you're just calling them all of the Western RPGs the thing. You know. CRPGs, Summon Eye of the Beholder, for sure. Yeah, Ultima, Might and Magic, all the big ones. I think it's useful if it's in that regional context. If it just means computer RPG, like literally, and within that just a specific type of those, I don't think it's super useful at all. But if it's regional, yeah, let's keep using it. Temper with Arithmetician, how's it going? Let's see. It's mostly to differentiate from TTRPGs. Right, Trapskin. Now we do in reverse, right? Now we're like, let's go play some RPGs. And you mean Dragon Quest. You don't mean, you know, fails to name a single TTRPG. Shadowrun, I guess. I don't know. I didn't play the tabletop game. JRPG can at least be somewhat defining on how the game plays. CRPGs feels more like a blanket term that doesn't really help much. Yeah, and as the world gets smaller, that's probably, you know, how it's going to go. Now we have debates over whether a Japanese-built action RPG with Western influence, Dark Souls, is a JRPG. Yeah, I have seen that debate. I feel like it's It's a debate that doesn't need to exist. Like, yeah, it was made in Japan, and it's made in the style of Western RPGs. If you want to call it a JRPG in origin, that's fine. If you want to call it a CRPG in style, that's fine. It's like Clair Obscur. Yeah, it's a CRPG by region, but it's a Japanese RPG by style. Define we? I don't remember when I said we. It's real weird. Dark Souls being like, yeah, Undertale, stuff like that. Sea of Stars I'm playing right now. Clearly modeled after a JRPG, but not made in Japan. So that kind of flex, the fluctuation between those two terms and their usefulness, I think we have to acknowledge. Otherwise, yeah. But the thing is, like, you compare JRPG to CRPG, at least the J still means something. Whereas the C in CRPG, it just means computer. Like, this is a computer. It's not a personal computer, but it has a computer in it. So I don't know. That's how I think about that. These guys take some hits right here. They do. They're a little scurry. Oh yeah, let me give you my unnecessarily and unsolicited, not to change the subject, but here I go. My unsolicited reaction to Rings of Power Season 2, which I started last night. Finished Season 1. And Season 2 opens with an episode in which I was shocked. There was not a single character that acted in character, even compared to the previous season. I was blown away. I don't know that I'd ever seen that before. But that was fun. All right, let's see what they got back in Greenwood. I think the C implies a particular era of RPGs, though, or is much more of a schism between. For sure, it does, right? So in that, it's already outdated, right? You're referring to like a time. It's like if you called, like, imagine if we called, no, I'm trying to think of an analogy, but I don't know. Vaguely Forlorn. I like this song a lot. It sounds like it could be from ActRaiser. GRPGs, good role-playing games. Why not great role-playing games? See, the G's useless. Just say JRPG or RPG, simplified. So RPG for you is just anything in the West, right? I guess the issue that I take with that is, why is Japanese the deviation from that? I mean, I guess you could say RPGs started here, but I don't know. I say maybe the definitions are outdated entirely with how small the world has become. That's what I say, which is why I think we need to replace CRPG. WRPG isn't great, but I'll take WRPG. See, and I did see J apostrophe RPG for the French Japanese RPGs, the jeu RPG. I'll accept that. Talk with the stump. Please listen carefully. Okay. This is the Greenwood. This land was developed by a dog named Turbo. Maybe he sounds like Treebeard.
He created this town so animals could flee here and feel safe. Young hobbit, I'm a tree. If you find a particular mole, you will be able to see it in the dark. Make sure you talk to all the moles.
You know, I saw an interview with John Rhys Davies, who is amazing. Please come take a walk with me. And he felt like he failed the Treebeard voice. And I don't know. Because how do you voice a talking tree? I think he nailed it. This island over there is a graveyard. My twin brother is the island guard. This is a nice dog. Unlike on Shadowrun. This place used to be the Green Theater. A group called the Woodstin Trio used to be a very popular band. Thank you for walking with me. Oh, one more thing. We animals communicate not only with our voices, but also... If I step like this and wag my tail, it means thank you. Did you already know that? I didn't. I have as much fun walking people as they do walking me. I feel like my dog would say that if I owned a dog. Was never split in style with regional origin. Oh, for sure. I 100% agree, Smash. It did matter back in the day. I think that if I say CRPG is less useful now, I definitely think it was useful then. But now I'm not so sure. And as times change, I'd love to be on the cusp of discussing terms as they begin to change. For example, retro. Let's open up another can of worms. Retro cannot, going forward, mean anything older than pick a number of years out of the air. Retro cannot mean everything over 10 years old. Do you honestly think that there's, like, if I say I'm going to play a retro game and I could mean The Last of Us 1 or Adventure on Atari 2600, that those games have realistically anything in common at all? Especially when that's not even like the actual definition of the word retro. So I would love to help push for a rephrasing, a reframing of the word retro and how it's used. But for some reason, it's entrenched in people's minds that it's like, yeah, it's anything over, I've heard 7 years, 12 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 2 gens back, 1 gen back, bada. There's a lot. The birds tell me many stories.
I am thankful for them because I cannot move from this spot. The birds tell me the Lost Side March has 3 shrines. One is called water, another is called fire, and the third is light.
All right. Society is trying to get me to expand. I just saw that now. That's funny. We don't say Mario is a jeu platformer. Right. Because I don't know that there's... why does regional origin matter? I think there's enough difference for that to matter. So, like, if we pick Mario 64, like when you said Mario, I thought of Mario 3. Like Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, there's virtually no major, like, traditional difference between the design of Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. They're both 3D platformers with collectathons. But there is a vast difference between Wizardry and, say, Dragon Quest. Playing through all these RPGs right now has absolutely convinced me. There's a huge difference between playing Dungeon Master, say, and Soul Blazer here, or Final Fantasy III and Eye of the Beholder. Vast difference. And that's a traditional difference, which, I'll add, is founded on culture. And here's the clincher. I think that's super important. As somebody who comes from a minority culture, I absolutely think that the cultural differences which influence those traditional design choices ought to be celebrated and ought to be preserved, because that's what culture is. It produces tradition. So yeah, like I do think that they're important to have the regional origin differences. Where people, I think I see where you're coming from, Cinco Play, where people get uppity about it and they want to send you death threats because you called a JRPG a CRPG. That's just internet noise. But that to me is far less important, whether somebody's butthurt over genre or subgenre, than marking actual cultural traditions. So that's my 2 cents on that. Tons of pollination. Definitely. The 90s were the golden age of pixel games. Ah, yes, Citizen Zozo. I almost call you Captain Zozo. Citizen Zozo, you know what's up. Citizen of Zozo. Is that place in Final Fantasy III? That beep, 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 beep. Is that place? Because I think it may be. Now I know I got a ways here again, but I do need the experience points. Never heard of it. Ooh, that's the one. Was there to argue that PSX is very little in common with? Oh, absolutely. So this is why you're touching on something, Smash. This is why I think you break it down by eras of technological development. It doesn't make sense if everything older than 10 years is retro. Like, imagine 50 years from now, if everything older than 10 years, then what was that? Like 90 years of video game history is going to be lumped together in one word. Video games in 50 years are going to be humongously different from like Magnavox and NES and all that, the old school stuff. And if age is just relative, then we don't need relative terms either. Terms have to have definitions. This is why we have terminology at all. So anyway, lots of taxonomical discussion, which I love. I do love it. LOL PS1, retro PS1, or before people can say whatever. I'm not calling PS2 retro. Yeah, I mean, I've met people who are like, PS4 is retro. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. If you're like, my favorite retro game is Fortnite. Like, what? I don't even know what you mean. You know what I mean? Let's see. Retro is just a shorthand term for game that represents a previous era. I think people often get hung up on the dictionary who try too hard instead of definitive time frame. The definitive time frame irks me. I don't mind if people use the dictionary because that's what it's for. But imitative of a style that comes before. This is why I don't think the earliest video games are retro either. I think those are vintage. I think retro came once you get into this era that we're playing right here. And then eventually you get into, you know, if you want to call it the 3D era, if you want to call this the HD era, the 4K era, whatever you want. But I think breaking it down by technological epoch makes sense to my brain. And again, that's solely based on usefulness of communication. Because again, if somebody tells me that their favorite retro game is The Last of Us Part 2, I don't know what they're talking about. I really don't. Like we're just using any old words that we could possibly use, with no inkling of them making any relatable sense. A voice is calling Red from the hole.
I am the creature who brings light to darkness. I will help you upon your return.
Ooh, cool. Just entered my favorite retro game is Fortnite. Yeah, you missed a bit of the discussion of retro. Yeah, but if, you know, like, so, and then if we're talking retro in style, yeah, Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's retro. It's retro in style. It's evocative of a style of yesteryear. Stuff like that. But if you're just gonna say, oof, you know, New Super Mario Brothers 3D World is retro, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. And if I don't know what you mean, how do we have a conversation? That's literally what words are for. We have to know what they mean. What if they say I'm 20 years, my favorite in 20 years, my favorite retro game will be The Last of Us 2. Then that goes back to what I was saying earlier, Cinco Play. Like in 50 years, 20 years, do you honestly think there's any reasonable comparison between The Last of Us 2 and Doki Doki Panic? There's a vast technological and design difference between those two games. And this is where I think we just need more words. And there's plenty of words, fortunately. There are a great number of words that exist. Michael, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Today we're talking about taxonomy, one of my favorite subjects in video games. Sometimes terms just stick even when they're not technically correct. Absolutely. And language evolves too. These are ultimate facts about the way that our speech works. And so that's fine, but I'm all for the usefulness of words being useful. Which should be like a basic thing that most people are for. I don't know why anybody would be for words being less useful, but them being useful is good. In my view, at least. I still have to follow that out. I think that words being useful, IMO. Okay, let's see what we got here. Doki Doki Dead by Daylight. Red released a crocodile. Oh, a crocodile? Those guys suck. James, Michael, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good time. Welcome in to the obstacle course of conversations right here. This is the stuff. This is the stuff. I dislike that you can't hit them when they stick their dumb little hand out. Oh, treasure room. Red received delicious seeds. What does some of this stuff do? Delicious seeds, favorite seeds, exchange for item with the exchanger. You will not lose any gems should your life meter reach. I imagine that's 0. Okay, let's hang on to that for now. I think we should. Super Left 4 Dead Bros USA. And then in Europe, they renamed it Mystic Quest Gaiden. That's probably a thing that exists somewhere. I'm sure it does. Probably a fan mod out there somewhere. All right, I think we're on our way up here. Nothing? See, this seems... Oh, yeah, see? I was like, this seems pretty suspect. Okay. All right. They almost had me with that, but then they didn't. Red released a squirrel. Not a whole lot of people here in this forest. It's just, well, unless you're one of those people who thinks of animals and plants as people. Maybe you do. I don't know. You do you. Whatever you want. In Black Belt. Oh, you made it this time. Welcome, Dr. Grant, to Jurassic Park. Oh, is that one? Ladies and gentlemen, John Williams. Got to be another one. We're just going to touch them all just in case. Touch. Oh, yeah, that was the one. And I did swing my sword at him. I saw it. I seen it. Still nothing. Teleporting all the way across the room ought to be considered cheating. Teleporting statue. This game is great. I forgot how great this game is. There is not a single Quintet game that I've not really enjoyed. Well, no, I mean Robotrek. I liked Robotrek. I did. It wasn't stupendous though. It was not an 8. I'll tell you that. All right, we don't want to go up there just yet. Let's see what's down here. Mud guys. I love me some of these mud guys. Meow. Ooh. How you can double hit from the right angles? Oh yeah, the sword swing in the pantheon of sword swings on the Super Nintendo. This sword swing is like a Corvette. It's a nice swing. I mean, this is better than the Link to the Past swing, I'll say. It's luxurious, it's downright luxurious. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be that broski right there. And indeed it was. Indeed it was. Rid of that loves ActRaiser 2 with an unlimited lives code because I'm not a masochist. I love ActRaiser 2 because I cheat, essentially. But I mean, that was harsh, but I would need to do that in order to play ActRaiser 2. ActRaiser 2 is hard. It's super hard. The sword swing makes it look like a tiny mud puddle. No joke. And the East 3 sword punt, rough. It was rough. But yeah, I would count. In all seriousness, I would count ActRaiser 2 as being one of those games that you've got to use some kind of aid to beat that thing, because that is a tough game. Take it from a guy who loaded up a ROM and spent 2 minutes in it. I have a full sense of how its difficulty works because my save states didn't allow me to abuse the game. I feel like that's a very specific person that I've spoken with before. Red found 50 gems. I didn't know there was going to be a guy there. It does have great graphics and music. I don't know about the gameplay. I don't know if I would give the gameplay props if I have to cheat in order to enjoy it. I'll just say that. But I think one could have fun in ActRaiser 2, but you definitely got to stack the odds in your favor. You got to do the extra work in order to enjoy it, and that's where I would dock points from the game. Oh, we're back outside.
in that special.
But some games are like that. It's not just an ActRaiser 2 thing. Some games you got to put in extra work, undo design choices in order to have fun with the game. It's unfortunate, but it happens now and then. Somebody ought to release a mod for ActRaiser 2 that tones it down a little bit. There probably is. Have you heard of one before? Cinco? Jerry enjoys Sonic Spinball after 30 years, still only beating the game 4 times. Isn't that the one with the horrible music? I don't know. I can't keep track. I think it is. I mean, obviously you just mute that. That's there's your mod, is the mute button. Before continuing, I think I will go ahead and excuse myself here. Oh, this isn't the way out. I thought it was. Oh, there is a way out. So that's cool. Because I wanted to come out here and save. Okay, let's record. And then we'll go ahead and talk to some aminals. Oh, no, I accidentally hit no. I don't know what I was doing. Now what? Does the game just stop here? I don't know why they don't push you back to title. There's a patch for Sonic Spinball that fixes the incorrect instrumentation on the options. Oh, I remember you mentioned that. I think that's very interesting. It's the options music that's harsh. The gameplay is just... I know I've heard the title music. I've definitely heard the options music. Very jank pinball. I love pinball, but I don't know that I've ever loved a digital version of pinball except for Space Cadet on Windows. Okay, let me reset this. I made that loop. All right, here we go. There we go. Oh, so great. Like anybody could call this sound milk toast. Oh, look, we got a deer. Hey, what do you call a deer with both of his eyes plucked out? What do you call a deer with both of his eyes plucked out? Well, you call it no idea. I have no idea. Get it? It's a joke, son. Hello, I'm a member of the famous Woodston Trio. We usually have a variety show at this theater, but I'm missing my 2 sidekicks. Isn't that a darn shame? Oh, Mr. Squirrel.
I smell some delicious seeds. You have some, don't you?
I do have seeds. How do I give them to you? Let's go ahead and equip those.
I will exchange this sword with you for the seeds.
Red received the Psycho Sword. Ooh. Now we can play Psychosemantics. My favorite kind of psycho is psychosemantics. That's where you get real pedantic. Always for a purpose, obviously. We don't get pedantic over nothing. It's got to be over something. Okay, so Strength 2, invincible monsters temporarily paralyzed. Paralyzed! So that means we still can't kill those monsters back in the first dungeon yet.
Turbo the dog used to live with a human named Dr. Leo. Turbo learned a great many things from him. He used branches from the trees to make a tool called a raft.
Thank you, Mr. Squirrel. That's helpful. You want jank pinball? I don't. So I stopped reading there. No, just kidding. Try Moonball Magic. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't think any pinball game would be good on Famicom disk system. I can't imagine it being a Devil's Crush and Kirby favorite pin. Kirby pinball is not bad. It isn't. Where the squirrel get a sword? There's a very important question. Demon's Tilt. I've never played that one. Can't say as I have. There's just nothing like a real dang pinball machine while you're playing.
I can tell something is just by its smell. All right, let me start doing my job.
Okay, go on, little beagle. He looks like a beagle. I guess that's a beagle.
From, right, I smell fresh air. From down, I smell a mole. What does that smell? I smell something strange coming from...
From north. From up. Maybe he would say up.
It's around here somewhere. I smell something really strange.
There is an outhouse. What? I feel ripped off.
Oh, this is our bathroom. Thanks for walking with me. I will tell you a secret. I can smell some armor north of here.
Hey. Well. It's probably that. But I don't think we can reach that yet. We probably got to unlock something. Pinball Quest. That was one I've played. The Pinball PG is... Okay, how many pinball RPGs are there? Right? Like, that's wacky. I really enjoy when RPGs hybridize themselves, but a pinball RPG? Who the heck thought of that? So, favorite pinball tables. I actually do have a number one favorite pinball table, and it's Junkyard. I can't remember who made that one. Recently played... We have a pinball house and retro arcade up here. Played some Ghostbusters. I think it was Ghostbusters 2. I can't remember the names of all of them. There were so many. It was like an Indiana Jones one, all the licensed ones, you know. There's a game from this gen that tried the pinball RPG thing again. Can't remember what it's called. On the Super Nintendo. Oh, from this gen. Sonic Spinball. Nah, I don't know. I remember when I was a kid, Attack from Mars. Well, I don't know how to play this one. I need to play this Lord of the Rings pinball. I need to play that. That sounds really cool. I like Lord of the Rings stuff. You must bring me something that once belonged to Monmo. I don't know if Third Strongest Mole is here, but that's him right there. That once belonged to Monmo? I don't think I have any such thing right now. No. I don't know that I've met a Monmo. Rollers of the Medieval Realm. Medieval Madness was a famous pinball. Rollers of the Medieval Realm? Is that the Pinball PG? That's a stupid way to say it, Pinball PG, but I like saying it. Even though Pinballer PG. I don't know. Even though I don't look like it, I'm from the sky, just like you. I light up the darkness. You cheer up everyone. Let's work together to revive the world. The creature who lights up darkness joined Red. Oh. All right. We got a mole joined your party. What is this, Brother Fire 1?
Who are you? Are you trying to walk over me?
Yeah.
You have some nerve. Okay, but I won't. But don't hurt me, please.
There's nothing over here, worthless crocodile. Let's see. I talked to that stump already. I think we're good to get back in the game here. Let me go ahead and save after all that. Going to the Galloping Ghost arcade. Wow. Where in the world is that at? I don't think I've heard of that. 1,000 arcade games is pretty dang impressive. I do wish to continue. Do not give up. Rollers of the Realm. Third Strongest Mole. There's a guy. I got a friend in here who pops in now and then. Shout out to Third Strongest Mole from the Retro Logic community. So I just thought of him because of the moles, you know. All right, back at it. Just when you think you got that angle, and you don't, turns out. Whoa, big gem there. Okay, there's a big old flower. Oh yeah, there's gonna be more of these things. Oh man, this one's got a lot of these. There we go. All right, on into the next ziggurat. Oh, boss fight? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, invincible enemy. But now we can stagger them because we have technology. Yeah, right like that. Right like that. I shouldn't have moved. I got greedy. That's the thing. You get greedy, that's how you get hurt. It's like the largest arcade, Brookfield, Illinois. Aw, that's a ways away. Red released a dog. Well, it's a dog food banquet. 90s pinball tables from Data East, not because they're the best design, because they take the flashy, noisy insanity of pinball and crank it up past 11. The most ADD pinball tables out there. I might have played one. What are some of the titles of those? That's the fun thing about pinball, other than the tangibility of it, is all that the flashing, the whizzer poppers, the diddly doos, the whirly gigs, all that sort of thing. Never realized those spirit sprites were reused. Oh, they are. They're from Illusion of Gaia. You're right. Oh, they're basset hounds. I think you're right. I don't know dogs. I don't. I thought they were beagles. Like from DuckTales. All right. Oh, that's going to be the scorpion one over there. See, I was getting all confused for nothing. What do we got? Received medicinal herb. Already had one. Thanks for nothing. Ooh, we got fire guy over there. I mean, yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, you had basset hounds growing up? I see. Oh, the room's glowing. I was like, whoa, something weird's happening. Nothing inside. You know, RPGs that put nothing inside of treasure chests, I don't like it. I don't. Whoa. What the... Something wrong here. There we go. Jurassic Park? I know I've played a Jurassic Park pinball table. I can't imagine that Data East is the only one that made one, though. So I wonder if I've played the same one. Ganon 360, how's it going? Never beaten this game. We're going to beat it this time. We are. We're going to do it. I swear on the Psycho Sword that I shall. Yeah, those totally are from Illusion of Gaia. Absolutely right. Good eye. Good eye. Really like the Quintet font. Tales from the Crypt Machine. Oh, I don't know if I played that one. Red released a dog. Next time I go up there, I'll have to look for... I'll have to look specifically for Data East cabinets. I'll try and take a picture for you. See what they got. See if there's some stuff that you've played. I took my son there for his birthday, my eldest, not too long ago. It was actually a cool deal for an arcade, because it was you pay an entrance fee to get in, and then you can stay and play as long as you want. Everything was set to free to play. Just unlimited play for one charge when you get in, and I was like, this is a cool model for an arcade. You don't have to worry about blowing through tokens really quick on cabinets that are set to like $5 for one play, and it's like 30 seconds of game. And they had a lot of cool old stuff. They had some really old stuff. Versus Super Mario Brothers. Their Donkey Kong didn't work, which I felt like it needed to work. That's a cabinet that needed the respect it deserves. Hey, level up. I like it. And nab it. There we go. Attaboy. All right. Oh, wrong button. Galamigos is unlimited play too. That's where it's at. Learn brand new things about secret. So you mentioned that on Twitter. You didn't tell me what it was. What is it? You gotta tell me. Look up the Quintet font and see if it's around. Hey, if you find it, can you send me a link to it? That'd be cool. I should use it. Always got stuck on the last boss because I could only have the thing to fire energy with the health item, but not both. I don't remember. Don't remember how that goes. Oh. I get hit by that dude. Let's see. I think that's all that there is here. So let's just Julian to this place. Very red. I don't know how this is coming through on there, but it's very, very red. It looks red also. One thing. Quintet is a font name already in use, so someone recreated it and named it Gaia type. Can you send it to me on Discord, or if you're in the Discord? Hey, and if you're not in the Discord, anybody here watching, you're free to join the Discord. There should be a link in the description or on my pages. Just join the Discord. It's rad. We do stuff. There's things in there. Or you can send it to me on the social media, any social media, I guess, direct message. So I don't know, Belia Palace, left fountain where the dog comes out of after you beat Aegis, the boy can walk over to a spot with 2,500 jewels. Remind me of that when I get to playing that one. We unlocked a mole. A spy, nonetheless. Oh, that's hot. Oh, there we go. I was like, I wonder if we gotta come back. But no, you just gotta wait for it to cool down, because that makes sense. That's alright for things to not make sense. In fact, I appreciate the lack of realism. Red released a squirrel. A squirrel. I don't really want to go over there. That's a ways. That's why they put these here, huh? A storm warning? Stay safe. I hope everybody stays safe where you're at. Some of the storms right now are no joke. No joke at all. All right, cool. Thanks, Imp. I appreciate that. I've been looking for that one for a cool minute. Significant ActRaiser 2 patch called Godly Master that completely rebalances the game to fix the difficulty without making it easy. That's cool. So that there's still a challenge in place. That's pretty neat. Take this light arrow magic. Would you like to return to Greenwood? Sure. Oh, no, I guess we're going to stay. Oh, we're going to stay. Let's try this here. Shoots light arrows in all directions. Any of these gonna come out and just attack me and stuff? Okay, you know what? I will go ahead and go back here for a second. Just kind of recover. Yeah, I want to play it now as well. If you do play it, let me know how it goes. Because I'd love to play that. I'd love to be... I want to enjoy that game. Every time I put on ActRaiser 2, I'm like, this is going to be great! And then I'm like, nah, it's still impossible. Not like they went and changed it while I was sleeping. Let's see. Oh, Dogi right here. We tell the trees what is taking place, and in return they give us seeds to eat. So I guess you could say we have sort of a give and take relationship. Or you're a parasite. I'm guarding the graveyard. I hear someone snoring, but can't tell from which direction the sound is coming. Oh, it's over there. But we can't get over there, so we just gotta wait for that. There's a little squirrely guy here.
I'm Billy, leader of the Woodstein Trio. Our show is really exciting.
Right now, not so much.
This is a restaurant. Would you like to see the menu? Great. Let me tell you our special today. It's like vomit. Oh.
Just kidding. Please don't be offended. This restaurant is famous for delicious food and fruit drinks. Oh, I'm scared of dogs too. That was a nasty trick. I can tell what something is just by its smell. All right, let me start doing my job. Oh, is this the guy that... Yeah, that's the guy that does that thing. Outhouse. Boo. Come on, aren't you surprised? There's a lot of frightening animals in here. I might be afraid of moles now. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. There's another game that I want to love. I beat it through the one time, and then you got to go through it the second time. I was like, I'm not doing this. Oh, whoops. Already did this. Might stream it sometime this month. Let me know when you do. But, I mean, congrats on beating it legit. I didn't think it was possible. That game is rough. And ActRaiser 2 should be pretty cheap, I think, still. When I picked mine up, it wasn't expensive. Yeah, not having to beat it twice, that's huge. That's huge. Having to beat a game twice through just to get to the end of it, that's rough stuff. Okay, we're gonna record here. And I do wish to continue. Do not give up. I don't think there was another way out of there. We just have to work our way back. That's all right. I see you jumping out of the water. Under 40 loose, you could probably find it for around 25 still, I imagine. Just look for somebody that doesn't do eBay prices. Yeah, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, that's some tricky stuff. Who in here has played Seventh Saga? Seventh Saga. For my money, the hardest Super Nintendo RPG that I've played. Didn't have the hardest final boss. I think the hardest final boss, oh my gosh, was not the guy from Ys 3. I think the hardest final boss for me was the guy at the end of Lagoon. But I have heard from several people that Wizardry 5 on Super Nintendo is supposed to be real hard. So, I don't know. That might wind up being the hardest RPG on the system. We'll have to see. I nearly picked that one too, but this is a nice little refresher. Did a lot of optimizations to lessen the grind. What optimizations? All right. Oh, using Lux and swapping partners. Yeah, when I played through it, I didn't know who was going to be the easier or the harder or anything like that. But I picked Lux because he's a robot, and I think that's super cool. Robots in RPGs are awesome. But he definitely made the game much easier, as I understand it. Lejes is, I guess, the difficult playthrough character. Something like that. Not used him. I had Isuna with Lux, so that was helpful too. You got a tank and you got a healer. I don't care for these little warpy lizards. Little shadow lizards. I don't like it. No, I don't. Still more. There we go. There we go. There you are, Peter. Oh. I had a notion to swap over to Valsu. But I kept Isuna because seemed to stay, maybe a little more like there was a story kind of thing going on. I don't know what that statement was supposed to mean. Lux has a couple of hidden weapons. I don't remember that. Romancing Saga games have some seriously tough end bosses. I've not beaten any of those. There was a recent remake. Let me see what else here. Yeah, knowing the ins and outs. It's tricky because I'll speak with some people about some old games and I'll be like, hey, and this is tough. And they'll be like, well, all you got to do is know about this very particular specific secret thing beforehand. And it's like, you're not going to know that on first playthrough unless you look at a guide, in which case then you're already getting aid from something outside of the game anyway. So I really think the best way to discuss and measure a game's intrinsic difficulty is that first playthrough as unguided as possible. Whoa. There's a dude there. I was wondering why they weren't popping out. Red released a mole. Like playing through all these games, there are some games that people in chat have made accidentally much easier by providing tips. So that's generally why I'll put no tips, no hand holding, stuff like that. We get a better sense of the difficulty of the game that way. Not to get mad when someone doesn't get something. For sure, yeah. First playthrough can be rough. Red released a deer. A deer, a female deer. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ooh, a little treasure. 60 gems. That's not too shabby. I don't know. Speaking of not getting something, I don't know. Let me go back around here, see if I missed anything, and then we'll go up those stairs. Oh, I didn't come up here, didn't I? Hey. There we go. I gotta keep reminding myself the gems aren't currency. It's okay if we're not carrying every single... If we don't pick up every single last one. It might be for the scorpions, yeah. But I felt like I'd missed something. There's a bird sleeping in front of Turbo's gravestone. A quintet with their sentimentality. That's a very much a trait of their games. They're very, very sentimental. Oh, scorpion. Yeah, so that last one, I don't see another warp or another enemy spawn circle. So it's gotta be the scorpions this last bit. Okay, up these stairs. Oh, up these stairs. There we go. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion that we're pretty close to a boss fight, so I want to be careful. We released a squirrel.
I love cinnamon. It's my favorite flavor. W.
Remember playing and beating this game so long ago? Yeah, for me it's been about 15 years, I think. It's been a chunk of change. That's for sure. Yeah, let's see about waltzing out of here. Going back, saving. Because we don't want to... Oh, that's cool. I forgot to use that until just now. We don't want to... on the final boss, or on the boss or anything. Not a final boss. on the next boss. Almost sounds like Box Fugue. Almost. It's like right there. Like I'm low key fascinated by video games that adopt classical music. Like especially the ones that are like, no, literally this is Moonlight Sonata in Earthworm Jim 2. I think that's super rad. Stuff like that, or where like, which Castlevania game was it that had something from Bach for the final boss? Unless I'm misremembering things. Oh, and Mega Man Legends had plenty of classical music in it too. Big fan. Classical music. Video games. Love them. Well, I'm going to get my answer in time when you play through all 3 games, but I'm curious roughly how you rank the trilogy. Okay. That'll be tough. That'll be tough. And when you say the trilogy, you're just talking about Gaia, Blazer, and Terra Enigma, right? Using games that go as hard as incredible. It is. It is. It can be real good. Red began to hear a small voice. We are rafts made from the branches of trees in Greenwood. If you cannot prove that you are from Greenwood, we will not let you ride. Well, snooty rafts. I don't have an item, so we need to go get one. Wah, wah, wah. Mega Man Legends is one of those games that I wish was an RPG, because I would love to have an excuse to play that again, especially as part of a series of some kind. But I'm thoroughly convinced it's an action-adventure. Very much parallel, but not quite. Alright, more aminals were released. This guy. I need to take a walk and work some of this food off. Oh, he's gonna... Oh. He's just gonna follow me around? Do you need to use the outhouse? Why am I following you? Well, it's purely coincidence. I like that. That's cute. That's pretty adorable. But where do we need to take him? There's a deer there. We can go ahead and speak with the deer. Terra Enigma, Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia. I think I am liking Soul Blazer more than Illusion of Gaia. If you help me cross the river, I will give you something. Okay. There once was a raft made from the bark of my branches. You must find this raft. I believe it might be able to help you in some way. I've found the raft, but I don't know how to do the thing. Hey, how's it going, Slashy? How are you? Welcome to the Illusion of Gaia stream. Today, we are playing Illusion of Gaia. Or not Illusion of Gaia. Whoa, Soul Blazer. Talking about the wrong game over here. This guy. I'm always digging in the ground. Sometimes I dig up strange things. I just dug up some dog bones to... I got scared and reburied them. Well, I guess we gotta find the dog bones. They're gotta be near the graveyard then, because I'm not seeing nothing up here. Let's go check that out. Yeah, you're like, this is not Illusion of Gaia. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. A mere slip of the forked tongue. Okay, so we bury the bones. Oh, right here. Here lies Turbo, builder of Greenwood. Oh, it's a burb sleeping. So we gotta go ahead and get our... No. Full of a took. Magic. There it is. Dream Rod. Red touched the small bird with the dream rod. Turbo refused to give his life to the evil one, Death Toll. He fought Death Toll, trying to save Greenwood and all its animals, but he was defeated. Thanks. Thank you, Quintet, for your incredibly sad stuff. Red, Go to the light shrine and release the guardian of the woods. You will find what you are looking for. There is a bird, Tiki, that may tell you how to use the raft. You must protect Greenwood now that I am gone. Peter. Oh, Shadow. Okay, we gotta go to the light shrine. I don't know where that is. Turbo, wait. Oh, man, it's sad. It's sad. That was sad stuff. Now the bird's crying. The rafts will only carry the residents of Greenwood. Maybe if you bring something that used to belong to Turbo, they might help you. There are some leaves from Greenwood buried with Turbo. How do I get them, though? Sleep bonk.
Buh?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how we get it. I'm guarding the graveyard. I hear someone snoring, but I can't tell from which direction the sound is coming from. He's like 2 feet away from the sleeping bird. Okay, so a little bit of a thing right now. I don't know where the light shrine is. I believe I talked with everybody. Is the light shrine your save space? Your little moving sky fortress? I don't know. This thing. Maybe it could be. How can I help you? Well, let's see. If I hit move, what are you gonna do? No. No. Okay. No. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I meant to hit record. Okay, record. Do not give up. Okay. We're not gonna give up. So, we need something for the raft. We need to go to the light shrine. I was wondering if when you enter, if it tells you what that is. Any hints from chat? Anybody know? Kind of drawn a wee bit. Oh, this opened up because it's like from the dream. Something like that. The leaves of Greenwood are found under the dog bones. And we just stand all over his grave. That's terrible. What's the whole thing about the light shrine then? But now we know. We got the stuff. We got the stuff. Why am I drawing a blank here? There we go. Couldn't remember if it was in this tree or not. Okay, now that we have leaves, we can go ahead and take those directly to the raft that initially wouldn't let us ride it. And thank goodness for all the shortcuts opening up. Why did I get hit by that? Hey, no. Those are leaves from the Greenwood Turbo symbol. We will take you to the light shrine. Here we go. Now we're talking. Oh. Okay, let's see what this unlocks here. Some of the East influence in this title. So I've only played the third one, so I don't have much frame of reference. Is there a lot of that going on? certainly has that same pace of Ys 3 and this game are quite fast-paced. Oh, doesn't quite reach. There we go. So a lot of like the top-down type stuff. Is that it? I think I remember somebody saying that Ys 3 was the only side scroller. Ah, look at that. I imagine that superficially someone would compare this to Legend of Zelda just for the top-down factor. Here we go. I am watching over the world. Please take this. Read received experience. Would you like to return to Greenwood? Boy, would I. But no, we're going to stay here. Let's see what we got. Boss fight? Not quite, but still something fairly gross. Oh, I did not see that guy. You know why? The floor's green. There's a level up. Brilliant. I don't know why I like the way these lasers look. Uh-oh. I think we had a little disconnection. Hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, that's just paralysis. My least favorite Zelda enemy, those guys. Nobody likes them. Not even Squidward's house. There we go. That's going to be for the dude over there. And woo. Oy. Speaking of least favorite enemies, I think these shadow lizards, the teleporting lizards, are probably my least favorite enemy on this so far. That's just irritating to kind of follow them. Too much going on. It's easy to like zone out and like trance state this game. Like at some points it's just there's a lot demanded. But they're pretty generous with like HP on this and stuff like that. Recovering your health when you get a level up. Multiple spots where you can go back to the village. It's not a difficult game, I would say. Just some points there's a lot going on. Okay, that's gonna be for those dudes. right. It's actually something. Let's see. Good news. And this Chaz the first to know I just got an offer to lead the design for my first console game since the Wii 360 era. Whoa. Congratulations. I feel very privileged that we get to be the first to know. So I imagine there's an NDA. What if any details can you share with us? And you'll be lead designer? That's pretty cool. Can't say anything at all. Darn. I do really bad with stuff like this. I have to know. Well, I look forward to having more information once you're able to share with us. That'll be very cool. And I will do my best not to try to pick your brain until I guess correct things, because that could obviously get you in trouble. Where am I going from here? I wasn't really paying attention. What happened? That's the starting area. It's a game and I get to design it. So we can't know what kind or what platform or which company or established IP. Darn it. Sync play. How am I supposed to sleep tonight? Oh, these guys. How did I not see them last time? Did not see them at all. There we go. Okay. Safely says new IP, not a branded title. Well, that's cool. That's something. That's something that we actually get to know. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Now, a couple of games did stuff like this. This now reminds me of Brainlord. Brainlord. What a weird title. Anybody in chat play Brainlord? No real idea why it was called Brainlord. It had puzzles in it, but they weren't like incredibly difficult or anything like that. They were typical cube pushing, ball rolling puzzles. Nothing breaks the bank. Lufia 2 had harder puzzles than that. But you had jades on that had fairies in them, and you could equip one or two, I think, simultaneously. And one of them was a little light fairy that flew around you and lit up dark places, just like the light of the Arendil, our most beloved star. I don't know enough Tolkienists. That's my problem. Okay, I'm fairly sure this is just... There's nothing else in this room. I know I did the perimeter. Ravaging Justice. How's it going? Yeah, it's weird because I played Brainlord and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with this game, but it's not great. It's just kind of like I felt like it was a mediocre, not really by the books, but like nothing felt meaningful in it. Like, yeah, there's a story. It's not incredible. There's multiple characters. They're not incredible. There's dungeons. They're not incredible. I like that it was short. There's that. All right. Let's take a peek around here. Now, who did Brainlord? I can't recall. Who developed Brainlord? I feel like it was somebody who did something else on Super Nintendo as well. But I can't recall. I put in... Oh, for Brainlord? Produce. Okay, yeah. Enix published, right? Enjoy the puzzles always felt slightly jank. A 7.5 is a great score on my scale, so I couldn't score it that high. If I had to say it was average, I'd put it around 5.5, something like that. It had some cool stuff in it. Definitely not the worst that this system had in store. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, because they had... Produce did the Mystic Arc trilogy, right? Which was Mystic Arc, which we didn't get. Seventh Saga and Brainlord. Yeah, solid 5. Right down the middle. Right down the middle. Like I didn't hate it. But didn't love it. Smack.
Smack dab right down the middle, Piglet.
Okay, I guess we gotta go this way. I'm getting confused in here. You know why? Because it's dark. It's like what Bugs Bunny said.
Don't go in there. It's dark.
It is dark. It's a great reason to not go into some place. I completely missed that twice, even. I figure I better use my magic because I'm guessing the boss is going to be immune to it. So, no point in me hoarding gems or anything like that. They're all meant to be used. Extra difficult to see the little shadow lizards in the dark. Produce with an exclamation point. Yeah. That's cool. It's like produce, you know, instead of just produce. Produce at the disco. I might be too young for this reference. Mystic Arc is one I really want to like, not as good as... Oh, you played Mystic Arc. Super Famicom, right? There's a Mystic Arc 2, I think, for PS1 that we also didn't get. But yeah, it's strange. It's strange. I think I did like 7th Saga more than Brain Lord. At least the difficulty makes it more memorable. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, we can go out this way. And let's go talk to some more animals. We do wish to continue. Ah, man, it's so old. It's so old, but there's no PSX game. You have it. Did you buy the cart for it? I know you buy foreign carts. I can't believe there's no fan translation for the Mystic Arc 2 or whatever it was called. I think it's Mystic Arc 2.
My name is Monmo the Mole. This place is so bright I cannot see. Would you please lead me to my house? I will follow you. Please take to the hole that leads to my home. All right, talk to me when I'm standing in the right place. Okay, holy moly. Let's go. Now somebody mentioned Monmo. So it's going to be around here somewhere. Come on, little BB. Let's see, down here? No, that's a little graveyard. Oh, darn it. Okay, I need to find the hole first and then lead him there. How much of the fan translation community fell off starting in the 32-bit era? What do you mean? Oh, I think this is the spot here. You must bring me something that once belonged to Monmo. But what if I bring you Monmo himself? Then what? What do you say to that? Hey, Monmo the Mole. Let's do it. What about this place? This spot right here. Please don't walk so fast I can't keep up with you. I'm sorry. Okay, is this the hole or not? I'll give you a present. Could you wait here? I guess that was the hole. Well, he said to wait here, but I'm going in after him. What? Did a female mole come by here? No, I'm living down here alone. Oh, I think I've heard this story. There once was a cute female mole living around here, but she was taken away by evil creatures. I'm scared. Oof.
Red received. Mole's ribbon. Okay, now we could take that to the other moles. Right down here. No, that's the wrong one. Right down here. Yeah, no, I got it. I gotta put it on the inventory. Blast. There we go. That's Monmo's ribbon. All right, I'll move if you give that to me. Oh, he just disappears like that, like creepy. I didn't know that he was a ghost. Both of us fell in love with Monmo. One day, Monmo was captured by evil. He tried to rescue her, but never came back. Suddenly, he appeared. I had no idea what happened to him. Anyways, take this bracelet and revive Greenwood. I know those two moles would have liked to live here in peace. Red received shield bracelet. So was the other mole a ghost too? I don't know. It's a little scared. Will reduce the amount of damage received from enemies by half. Dang. That's nothing to sniff at. Let's see. If Ghosty Mosty is down here. Became so scared I dug a tunnel to the house next door. Alright, well that's nice. No, stop trying to scare me. Creepy moles. Half damage is significant. Okay, we already read this. Follow me. Alright then. Oh, is it going to take me to the armor? Stand back and watch. Oh, hello. The Master's emblems are all over the world. They are fairly difficult to find. Collect all 8 emblems. Will not require gems when casting magic. Okay, cool. So infinite magic. This will make fighting much easier if you collect all 8. Bring them to me. What did you think? I hope this helped. It sure did. Well, thank you very much. Oh, the dog here. The dog. What kind of dog? Hey, don't walk here. What? How dare. Does this guy say anything different now? The band is back together, so let's start the show. Even though you're our only audience, we will try our best. Please watch the 2 other guys. Whoa. Hey, don't walk around. You're annoying me. How did you like it? For our next number, you must try and guess the real squirrel, me. We'll move around, and if you choose correctly, you'll win a prize. Okay, everybody help me out with this one, if you can. Please talk with whom you think the real squirrel is. Here we go. Any guesses? I think it's the guy on the right. Almost positive. Yeah, gotta be. The right looked right. Pretty sure. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I really am Billy. Aha! Easy. You're right. Okay, I'll give you this as a present. Red received. I already have one of those. Hope you like our show. See you later. Yeah, you're a little stingy. A little stingy with these gifts. Alright, already had one. Okay, so I think that's all here. I always feel like I'm missing something. Like, how do I get that? That's what I really want. What about, I know, we'll burn the forest down. Nope, can't use magic here, so that's a no. Okay, let's save, and then let's see if we can't fight a boss today. I enjoy that this is neatly compartmentalized. We're kind of clearing, I guess, a whole area each time we get further in this game. And That's for the fireball. Yeah, that looks like a boss door if ever I seen one. All right, here we go. What am I looking at here? Ooh, hello. Ooh. All right. Very fast moving. Just got to get those angles down. Let me make sure I equip this here. And I'm guessing that that we can't actually hit this boss with magic. No. All right, that's one. Oh, it's just those don't go away, huh? So it's just like limits. There we go. There we go. There's a little exploit. That's it. That's it. Just like that. Right in a circle. Boom. Oh no! Darn it. Oh yeah, the shield bracelet. That would have been nice, huh? I'm gonna... Okay, let me reset here. I don't want to lose all my gems. The shields! Raise the shields, children. I always see chat a little too late. I was in the zone. Thought I was going to do that, too. Thought I was going to do that. You know what I should do then is leave the shield up and then right at the end when we're almost running out of health, switch to the medicinal herb. I think that's what I will do. So we got the shield bracelet on. How do I get that armor? Is there a way to get that armor in Greenwood now? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check. Let's see. Requires using the dream rod to enter the dream of a tree in the southwest corner of the area. Okay, let's try that actually before heading off to this boss, because that could be an extra little oomph. It said southeast. Maybe this one. I probably should have equipped the dream rod first. The southeast, though. I don't know. No, this tree is obviously awake. Now, there's a different font all of a sudden. Not the same font as in the rest of the game. Let's see here. No. How about this one? A tree. Talking tree. Maybe, well, this is the west side, but maybe it's that one. I might have missed a tree. Maybe. Doesn't appear anybody in chat remembers. Oh, you can just skedaddle. there. Nothing there. It might be something that I missed. Or maybe you can't get it now. We can't get it at this stage. Let me check again, because I would like that armor. Okay, return to the village. Use dream rod on the sleeping bird in the graveyard. We did that. Enter the rightmost mole hole to find the leaves. We did that. Enter the second mole hole. Dream rod on the tree stump and step on the switch to the right. Speak to the bird to leave the dream. Oh, shoot. Do we have to do that while we were still in the dream? No, use the dream rod on the tree stump and step on the switch to the right. Okay, enter the second mole hole from the right and go through the passage. So, it should be something we do before we face this boss, actually. Yeah, based on this guide at least, we should be able to do all of this before beating the 3-statue boss at the end of the Light Shrine. I mean, but that I'm not saying you're wrong. That's just based on this one guide. You may be right. I didn't check any more than one guide. But if the guide is right, then I don't have access to the tree. Like, maybe it's down there. Maybe there's like a mole hole. It's going to be right there, huh? Let's see. I think it's going to be... I don't know that I went all the way down here before. I think this is it. I hear someone snoring. Right here. There's a tree. Aha! There we go. Sweet. Bird. Even though I'm only a stump in real life, I often dream that I'm a bird and can fly wherever I wish. That is so... like poignant. This is so sentimental. A tree stump dreaming that it's a bird is like sad and wistful and beautiful all at the same time. Quintet, why you gotta do this to me? Okay, now it should be open. Let's see. Oops. Oh, yeah. Been staring at this since I got here. Ice armor. Sweet. Let's go ahead and make sure we equip that. You can cross fire without damage. Oh, very useful. Considering. Okay. Now we'll save and we'll take a shot at that boss fight one more time. We should have significantly more defense on our side. Who's ready to fight a boss? I'm ready to fight a boss. Bosses are pretty exciting on this. There's a big difference from between this and Ys 3. Ys 3 had some very dull boss fights until they were overly exciting for the wrong reasons. But of the two bosses I fought on here, they've been pretty decent. This one's oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's go ahead and I'm pushing all these wrong buttons. Thank you. With the bracelet on, we're good to go. I'm going to watch my health too to ensure that I'm not that I'm not gonna screw this up. Oh man, doing much better. I haven't been hit yet. This is it. This is the round. There's definitely a spot you can get, right in the middle. Oh, oh, you know why? Because there's the thing right there. That's why. Just stand right here and do this, and he can just do his whole merry-go-round thing all around me. Eat piece of cake. Piece of cake. Now, this guy moves a little more erratically. They knew what they were doing. But still, even if we just played attrition, should be able to take him down. There we go. Ah, significantly. Yeah, I like this boss. Yeah, you can kind of stand in the middle and they go around you. That feels a little more like, hey, there's a pattern here. Recognize it and succeed. Which I like that. That was good. All right. Successfully completed the Light Shrine. Re-released Woods Guardian. Oh, the Deku Tree.
I am the guardian of the woods. Thank you for releasing me. I will give you the green stone upon your return.
Hey, thanks, Bubby. Deku Tree before he got his little mustache. Oh, he did get the ice armor. Yeah, we were just looking for it right before that boss fight. Trying to figure that out. There was a path through one of the mole holes that I missed. So we got that taken care of. A-okay. So we're good. Defeated the boss.
I am the guardian of the woods. I've been watching the world for a long, long time. Red, a dog named Turbo has buried something near my roots. You will need this green stone someday, so please take it.
Red received the green stone. Sweet. All right. We got, I think, everything other than the enemies that we couldn't kill with a sword. Go ahead and record. So now the master is in this game. The master is in ActRaiser. Presumably the master is in ActRaiser 2. Are there other Quintet games in which the master appears as a character? I don't know. Oh, I already did this. Sometimes you gotta save twice, just in case, you know? And then let's go ahead and equip the green stone. World of Evil will appear once you have collected 6 of these. Move. Here we go. Right in the middle of Lake Hylia. I mean, Lake Soul Blazy. Let's see what it looks like here. I don't remember any of this. Oh yeah, little water place. I can dig. Okay. So I guess we'll leave water place for next time. Best music zone? Oh, for like the actual dungeon, right? Because like this, I'm like, this sounds identical to how it sounded previously, right? But I don't remember what this place is called. Greenwood is the area that we just finished, and that's rad. But for now, we'll go ahead and say, Auf Wiedersehen. Parting is such sweet sorrow. I loved this stream today. It was good. Big Joe, how's it going? Hey, we're about to raid Megan Hertz. Go ahead and say hi. You don't gotta hang out, but you can. And I'll see you next time. We're on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central. Hey, thanks for the sub, Ravaging Justice, right there at the end. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the chats. We'll see you tomorrow with more Soul Blazer. Take care. Bye-bye.